Welcome, deep divers. Today, we're jumping right into something every competitive gamer faces, that constant push to get better.
Right.
We all want to climb those ranks, but what's really holding us back? Is it just like pure mechanics? Or maybe something deeper about how we learn or even how we see ourselves?
Exactly. It's often less about the button presses and more about the brain behind them. Today we're diving into a really interesting coaching case study from Halo Infinite.
Okay.
Yeah, our mission here is to unpack the whole journey, the psychology, the strategy, the performance of some gold-ranked players. That's kind of the middle ground in Halo's competitive scene.
Gotcha. Gold.
And we're gonna layer in some science, a bit of game theory. It's really about the mental game.
So our starting point, our hypothesis going in, it wasn't that most gold players are stuck because their aim is bad, right?
Not primarily.
Which is kind of counterintuitive. You'd think it's all about the shots. But what we saw suggests it's more about not learning from mistakes.
Yeah.
Bad habits. And this big one, just totally misjudging their own skill level.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets really fascinating.
Yeah.
We're talking classic Dunning Krueger effect.
Mount stupid. Love that term. It's that peak where you're super confident, but mostly because you just don't know enough to realize how much you don't know.
Right, like standing on a little hill thinking you've conquered Everest because you haven't seen the actual mountains yet.
Exactly. And that's where a lot of these gold players seem to be camped out. They genuinely believe losses are because of, lag, Smurfs, bad teammates.
It's always something external.
Always. Never, maybe I messed up there.
It's a powerful image. So if it's less about raw skill and more this perception thing, what's the first hurdle for a coach? Like, how do you even start chipping away at that delusion without making them just shut down?
Well, this particular case study had a specific approach. The coach, a high diamond player, HCS, the 5377 they're called.
Okay, pretty high rank.
Yeah, definitely knows their stuff. They took on players like Free Joel 3585, Gold 5, Gold 6, and Slicing X Faces, also Gold 6. They played ranked Slayer, sometimes solo, sometimes in a group of 3.
And the goal was?
To kind of shake them out of that comfort zone, that delusion.
How did they do it?
It was a structured thing. First, some basic settings tweaks, helping with aim consistency, reticle discipline, simple stuff.
Okay.
Then really direct tactical language, super simple commands, walk more, pre-aim, don't push that alone, rotate with me, just hammering fundamentals.
No complex strats yet.
Exactly. But the real kicker was what they called system exposure.
Sounds intense.
It was, intentionally putting them in tougher matches. Lobbies where every little mistake got punished hard.
Oof. So no hand holding, more like throwing them in the deep end.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And the coach was modeling it live, playing super aggressive, focusing on tills, rotating with purpose, kind of like the pro player direct. Showing, not just telling.
Here's the philosophy behind that.
No strats and trash lobbies.
Yeah.
Basically, forget fancy plays until the core mechanics, the fundamentals are absolutely locked in. Force that reactive play. Learn under pressure.
Learning under fire. Literally. Did it work?
For some, yeah, absolutely. The changes were noticeable. Free Joel 3585, for example, started out overconfident, always pushing randomly.
We've all seen that player.
Oh, yeah. But they started improving their kill-death ratio and actually using assists better, playing more with the team,
Yeah, correct.
and slicing X faces. Shifted from just wandering into bad spots to actually following rotations, pre-aiming corners. Real tactical shifts.
So that's what happens when you guide them off Mount Stupid. They start seeing the actual path, the valley of learning.
Precisely. That's where the real improvement starts.
Yeah.
But here's something really interesting.
Right.
The coach wasn't immune either. Even being high diamond, they realized they had their own Mount Stupid moment.
How so?
Initially, they were trying to over-strategize even in lower-skilled lobbies. But that evolved. They became this really dynamic, adaptable, in-game leader, an IGL. Their whole process coaching, constantly reviewing gameplay VODs, even doing Smurf accounts to understand lower ranks, scrimming it, shows them recognizing their own gaps and constantly iterating.
So mastery isn't a destination. It's always learning, always descending deeper into understanding, even for experts.
Exactly. It's about acknowledging you don't know everything and actively seeking to fix that. Powerful stuff.
But there's always a but, isn't there?
There usually is. We saw growth, sure, but the case study also gave us let's call it a powerful counterexample.
Oh.
Which brings up a big question. What happens when someone doesn't just visit Mount Stupid? They build a permanent residence there.
Okay, I have a feeling I know who you're talking about. Let's talk Roman God.
Roman God, yes. Where to even begin?
This guy, I mean, based on the notes, he's like the poster child for the Dunning Krueger effect,
You're
right?
absolutely incarnate.
Yeah.
Just brumming with confidence, utterly oblivious to his actual skill level. Or lack thereof.
And the stats back that up.
But brutally. Game after game, coaching session after coaching session, zero meaningful improvement. KD, accuracy, decision-making flatline, nothing.
Wow. Well, the others were actually getting better.
Exactly. Free Joel, slicing faces, they were showing progress.
Yeah.
Roman God, static. It was genuinely a masterclass in stagnation.
So what was going on there? Just a refusal to learn?
Pretty much. Severe cognitive dissonance. He'd claim he was diamond level, which is way higher than gold, but then totally refused to watch his own gameplay back.
Wouldn't review VODs. That's like coaching 101, isn't it?
Basic stuff. Wouldn't take feedback, wouldn't admit mistakes. Tactically, a disaster, always caught out, never rotated, never anchored, just did his own thing, which usually involved dying.
And that must have dragged the team down hard.
Hugely. Bad trades, dying in pointless spots, and the complaining on the mic just tanked morale constantly.
Blame game.
Oh, the blame loop was his signature move. It was always the lag, the Smurfs, the teammates, his controller drifting, the game itself. Literally anything but him.
Amazing. Like Teflon for feedback.
Exactly. He'd nod along during coaching, seemed to get it, and then boom, next game, same old mistakes. Completely ignored everything.
And you mentioned this delusion feedback loop.
Yeah.
How did that work?
Right, so occasionally, maybe he'd play with Smurfs, right? Friends on lower-ranked accounts intentionally dropping the lobby's overall skill level.
Okay.
So in those easier games, he might actually do okay, get a few kills, and that just reinforced his belief. See? I am good, it's just the normal matchmaking holding me back.
Oh, man. So the occasional good game in an artificially easy lobby just cemented the delusion.
Precisely. He never had that moment of doubt, that descent into the valley of learning. He just dug his heels in deeper on Mount Stupid, built himself a fortress of denial.
The quotes you pulled, they are something else. Can we hear a few?
Oh, you have to. These are legendary. Ready? Quote. 343 flagged my account because I talk shit about them on Facebook.
Seriously, wow. Okay, quote.
Echo 419 probably has his whole Onyx team on Smurfs. They're watching when we queue and sniping us on purpose.
Right, a conspiracy targeting him specifically makes sense.
Of course.
Yeah.
How about, my Xbox got hot so the aim assist bugged out.
Classic. The hardware's fault.
Or, I would want that 1v1 if it wasn't for Packet Burst. And the ever popular. They're using keyboard macros, that's why I died.
It's almost impressive, the creativity. It's not just Dunning Krueger. It's, like you said, a conspiracy theorist mindset.
Trapped in a gold player's body. The level of externalizing blame is just off the charts.
And there was that one legendary moment, right? The snack incident.
Oh, the snack incident. Yes. Picture this. High-stakes bomb game. They're playing with Druk, a literal pro player.
Okay, serious business.
Roman God goes AFK mid-match. Just stops playing, and you can hear him on the mic eating chips.
No, while the game is going on.
While the team is sweating, yeah.
Yeah.
Druk drops something insane, like 63 kills. The coach gets over 20. They're carrying like mad.
And they still lost.
Or
It ended in a draw because Roman God decided, quote, the game was trash and just went snack mode in the final round.
I'm speechless. That's not just bad play, that's active sabotage fueled by ego or something. It perfectly captures the whole attitude. The refusal to engage, the unwillingness to try, the prioritizing of his own immediate feelings over the team or improvement.
We even got that parody resume for him, right? Let's hear the highlights.
Okay, Roman God's Halo resume. Rank, permagold. Position, excuse specialist tactical liability.
Accurate so far.
Skills, exceptional blame displacement, natural-born death magnet, gold tier aim with onyx tier arrogance.
That's the key combo right there.
Expert in conspiracy logistics, voice comms disruption expert. Experience, hundreds of hours, never passed Plat 1. Ignored multiple top coaches. Accused the developers of sabotage. Believes pro teams are actively hunting him.
The certifications.
Pre-aiming, failed. Awareness, failed. VOD review, didn't attend. Matchmaking comprehension, refused reality.
Awards. Yeah, and have awards. Most killed on street CTF, 3 seasons running. Bronze medal in Blame Olympics. Loudest complainer on mic commendation. References, none. Burned all bridges.
Yikes. It's funny, but also kind of sad, really. It just paints such a clear picture of that refusal to grow. And it ties into that whole tier list of gold excuses we saw. You know, the S tier Smurfs every game, or my team doesn't rotate. which might be true, but what are you doing?
Right, down to the F-tier stuff like, my controller's broken or it's rigged. Ultimate blame deflection.
And the bonus classic, I just play for fun.
Then why are you raging so hard when you lose? Exactly, it's all part of that Dunning Krueger bubble.
Yeah.
So Roman God is a stark example of individual failure to learn. But it makes you wonder, how much does the game itself, the matchmaking system, play into this? Does it help or hurt players trying to climb out of gold?
That's a really important angle. It's not just the player's mindset. The environment matters. And from a game theory view, it gets tricky. Take one scenario, let's call it broken balance. You have a team, maybe 3 players. 2 are really high ranked, like Onyx, and 1 is gold.
Okay.
The system tries to balance the match based on the average or the top player. So who do they face? Really tough opponents. The Onyx guys might hold their own, but the gold player? They just get absolutely farmed.
Yeah, facing players way above their skill level constantly. Not exactly a great learning environment.
Not at all. It just destabilizes everything. But then there's the opposite. This sandbag funnel?
Sandbag funnel, okay.
1 high skill player, maybe smurfing or just queuing with 3 much lower ranked friends, like golds.
Right.
This lowers the average MMR. So the opponents they face are easier overall. The high skill player cleans up, obviously.
But what about the golds?
They get easier fights, they survive longer, maybe get more kills than usual, feel like they're contributing more. It actually gives them breathing room.
So, paradoxically, playing with a Smurf who tanks the lobby difficulty might actually be a better learning environment for the lower-ranked players than playing with legit high-ranked teammates who raise it.
It could be. It raises that question. Does the algorithm maybe punish balanced teams, like 2 platinums playing together, more than these lopsided stacks? Could this be how D-rankers inadvertently end up coaching their friends just by making the games easier?
That's wild.
Yeah.
And then there's that other theory you mentioned, MMR fingerprinting.
Yeah, this weird observation. It feels like sometimes, even if you're on a brand new Smurf account, after a while, the game starts treating you like it knows your real skill level from your main account.
Like a shadow calibration happening behind the scenes.
Something like that. Is the system fingerprinting your playstyle, your hardware, something?
Yeah.
And adjusting matchmaking even if the visible rank is low? We don't know for sure, but it feels like something like that might be happening.
Man, that matchmaking rabbit hole goes deep. It's clearly a huge factor in whether golds get the right kind of challenge to actually improve.
It really is. It's this complex interplay between player psychology and the system they're playing in.
Okay, so we've seen Roman God, the cautionary tale of stagnation, and we've looked at the system itself. But let's swing back to the positive. What does it look like when golds do manage to climb down from Mount Stupid, when they actually start making progress?
Yeah, the contrast is clear. We saw definite signs of real growth in the other players from the study. It wasn't just theoretical.
Like in specific matches?
Totally. There was this one Slayer match on Interference. They won 50-38. A teammate, a plat player, actually rage quit mid-game.
Oh boy.
But the golds, Free Joel, and Slice Nick's faces, they stepped up, they clutched it out, and the coach led the way, dropping like 24 kills, 12 deaths, 7 assists, just pure leadership through fragging. Showed them how to win under pressure.
Nice. What else?
Recharge Slayer, another win, 50-36. And this time, the golds had their best kill-death assist ratios yet. They weren't just waiting for the coach to set things up, they were adapting, rotating for kills on their own. Real improvement in awareness and proactivity.
Started thinking for themselves more.
Exactly. And then Solitude Slayer, 50-45 win, another tough one. One of the golds disconnected, but the other gold player had a fantastic game, went positive with a 1.30 KD.
Stepping up when needed.
Yep. And the coach's call there was basically forget strats, just get kills. Pure Drek style aggression. It reinforced that idea. Learn the fundamentals under pressure and they stick. That's how you build real skill that holds up.
That is the absolute opposite of Roman God, isn't it? It's embracing the chaos, learning from it, getting better through raw experience and focused fundamentals.
It's the road to mastery right there. Painful sometimes, but effective.
So, wrapping this up, what a journey we've been on today. From the dizzying heights of Mount Stupid down to the messy practical realities of trying to rank up in Halo. We saw the stark difference between players willing to learn, even when it hurts, and, well, Roman God. The embodiment of the delusion feedback loop.
Couldn't have said it better.
And looking ahead, it just opens up so many thoughts, doesn't it? Like, what happens to these improving goals?
Yeah.
Do they stick the landing in platinum? Does this aggressive, frag-first coaching style have legs?
It really makes you wonder, and it leads to maybe a bigger thought for you listening.
Yeah.
How many players out there, not just in Halo, but any competitive game, how many are stuck? Not because they lack potential, but because they're caught in bad feedback loops, either internal like Roman God, or maybe systemic like the matchmaking stuff we talked about.
Players who never had that coach or that tough lobby experience to kind of shock them out of complacency.
Exactly. That punishment-based growth that actually forces change. It really feels like maybe we're moving into a new era, like post-Mount Stupid Halo.
The real climb starts now, and it feels like you, the learner, you're the one pulling us all forward on that journey.